What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jim Leadus, and it finally happened. The stimulus bill is passed and your $1,200 checks are on their way. Now it's always exciting getting free money, and getting $1,200 deposited into your account is honestly incredible. Especially seeing that a lot of Americans don't have more than $1,000 in their savings. So getting the stimulus is definitely going to have a great impact on the American people. I'm sure we've all had time to dream about what we would spend this $1,200 on, like book that cruise that got canceled, or buy that new TV from Costco, or just take it to the casino once they reopen, right? Well, it's not like I'm a guy qualified to tell you what to do, but let's just say for entertainment purposes that I'm going to share with you my thoughts on how someone may spend their $1,200 stimulus money to get the most out of it as possible. So real quick, here's the breakdown for the stimulus if you have not heard already. It goes by 2019 tax returns. Now, if yours aren't filed yet, it'll go by 2018 tax return. If you make under $75,000 a year, you will get the full $1,200, and you also get $500 per child. If you apply jointly with your married partner, then you get $2,400. Now, if you make anywhere between $76,000 and $99,000, the amount goes down $5 for every $100 more that you make above that $75,000 mark. So basically, once you go over the $99,000 mark, you don't get anything. And on top of it, if you hit the like button right now on this video, it means I'll probably get more views. So let me know what you guys think about this. See, I see it as people who make over $100,000 should also be getting something, because there's plenty of people there making $100,000, trying to support a family, lost their job, have no income, and can really use a stimulus check. Now, I get there's only a limited amount of money that we could do here, and they got to divide it the best way they see fit, but I just feel like more people should be getting it, especially since they're paying in. So let me know what you guys think down below on that. So now that it's passed, you should be expecting to get your money within a week or maybe a few weeks. It's very easy to get excited about this money because $1,200 is a lot of money. But before you go on a shopping spree, it's important to realize what this money is here to do for you. Now, they call it a stimulus, which I think the name is kind of misleading, because stimulus means, it kind of makes it sound like a bonus, right? Free money, go out and spend, stimulate the economy, which that is very important to do. However, the more important thing is to budget this money appropriately so you have the money when you need it the most. This is why it's better not to think about it as a stimulus, but you need to think of it as income replacement or relief. It's survival money. Now, when it comes to how you should spend it, the choice may be very clear for some. Those who are in desperate need of groceries, gas, have to pay rent, utilities, and other supplies. Since, they've been laid off, they've lost their job, they're lacking cash flow, especially right now with a record-breaking 10 million people for unemployment. So the first thing you want to do is open up a HighYield online savings account. Now, you could just Google this and get a whole list online and read up everything you need to know about these things. So it's pretty clear that the first thing you should do is not spend this money, okay? This thing that's happening in the world is getting worse and worse every day, and you don't know what things are going to be like in the next few weeks. You don't know what your financial situation is going to be like in the next couple weeks or months to come. You may seriously be in desperate need of this money. So you're going to want to go ahead and save. So adding this money to your rainy day fund is definitely the most important thing you can do right now. Now, your rainy day fund or emergency fund should be comprised of 3 to 6 months of expenses. This would cover things like your rent, your mortgage, car payment, health insurance, gas, groceries, other utilities, and anything that you spend throughout your life just to stay alive, pretty much. This is money that you set aside and never touch it unless for times like these when you absolutely need it. You have no money coming in, you need to support your house, your family, and you don't want to have to touch your investments. So this is what the rainy day fund is for. The reality of it is you don't know what life is going to throw at you, so you always have to be prepared. If you already have a sizable emergency fund that you are comfortable with, then this is a fantastic opportunity to start paying off your debt. I know there are a ton of people out there just chomping at the bit to pay off their student loans. However, I wouldn't do that just yet. It is very possible that lawmakers may take further action on the student debt relief. As it is now, the government, for the time being, is waiving interest on loans and putting payments on pause for 6 months on the majority of student loans. So rather than going ahead and paying off your student loans, paying off your credit cards would be a much better option. I mean, it's $1,200 is a lot of money, and depending on how much debt you have, it may be enough to pay off your whole credit card, or at least put a dent in what you have. Now, with all the bad that's going on in the world, there hasn't been a better time to invest your money than right now. I mean, the markets are down about 30% or even more in some cases. So if your emergency funds are filled, you paid off all your debt, then it might be a good time to start looking to investing this money. Now, you're going to want to run this stuff by your CPA and your financial advisor, of course. Now, what I'm personally heavily investing right now are in ETFs that cover as many industries as possible. What I am staying away from at the moment are individual stocks. Now, the reason for this is even though that there are great opportunities right now to buy individual stocks, some of them are going to take a lot longer than others to rebound back up. And more importantly than that, it's impossible to pick the right one. Again, this thing is far from over, and I think we still have a roller coaster to ride with this going on. And honestly, it's possible that a lot of companies out there are going to go bankrupt. Overall, the risk for individual stocks is a little too high for what I'm comfortable with. So in my opinion, I'm going to stay away from those. I'm going to stick with the ETFs. This way, I have a better shot at diversifying my portfolio. So if your emergency funds are filled, your debt is paid off, you have a portfolio that's pretty sizable and you're very happy with it, then you, my friend, are in a really good place in life. Congratulations. So you may want to take this money and reward yourself. After all, you worked hard and you deserve it. You've sacrificed and you made the efforts to be where you are today. Now the odds are you're probably not going to spend it, because if you are in the place that we just said, your mind isn't geared towards that, okay? Your mind is geared towards making smart investments, saving, investing, blah, blah, blah. But it's also a good thing to remember, with all the time you're spending at home right now, it may be a good time to buy a new toy to entertain yourself. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea so you don't go crazy and lose your mind, right? Or you could start that house project that you've been putting off, like removing that ugly old outdated wallpaper or remodeling the family room. New curtains in the dining room maybe? Sorry guys. Buy that new TV from Costco. Take that money to the casino. Who knows? Or you can take a different approach and help someone else out by donating it. This is a really hard time for Americans. Now, we have 10 million people filed for unemployment. Many restaurants, hairdressers, contractors, and other trades and stuff like that have seen their income go away overnight. It's estimated that 33% of restaurants will close permanently forever after this thing. Simply put, there are a lot of people in need right now. So if you're financially stable and you're feeling generous, maybe donating this is a good option for you. So those are my thoughts on how someone may spend their stimulus money. As time goes on, it seems that this situation that we're in is getting worse and worse, and at the moment there's no end in sight. So you never know how long this thing is going to go on for, so just make sure you make the right decision with your money. And I'm sure as we get down the road, we may see some more aid from the government, but that's completely speculation. Do not rely on that at all for your money, okay? So take this thing seriously. I'm sure you guys got family to support, you know, a loved one, a dog, a cat, a bird, whatever. You get the idea. Be responsible with this money. Don't go out and spend it on something stupid. Now, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions what I should be doing in the future, leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear them, and I read and respond to every single one. Also, I didn't tell you already, but don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, since I spend so much time making these videos and I don't even make any money on them. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'm Jim Leadus. I'll see you on the next one.